Hey y'all, so I did do a YouTube video at one point in my life, like 3 years ago. I ended up taking that down because that girl, that Zoe, had no idea what was coming for her. My legs are dry, so we're just gonna. I really, really enjoyed that. It's like finger painting. You guys, I'm telling you right now, Eucerin is the best lotion in the entire world. I could have definitely done this before, but I didn't. You know what's really difficult? Not looking at myself in the viewfinder, because I am. And I haven't stopped doing it since I turned on the camera. But I'll work on it. Because I could only imagine how odd that is. So, a couple days ago on my Instagram, I did like a Q&A type situation, and I answered literally so many of your guys' questions on my Instagram, but I'm going to answer some of them on here while I curl my hair real big. It's gonna take a while, so this might be a really long video, and especially with the fact that I can't get through anything without having 750 distractions distract me. Anyway, let's get started. I need to wash my face first because I haven't done that. My face is clean now. The only way that I'm gonna be able to do enough stuff in this video is if I do my hair, because I don't really wear makeup. Ugh. I'm nice and moisturized. My legs, my face, I'm set. Literally, probably one of the things that annoy me the most is being dry. Hate it. I don't hate anything. You should not hate anything. Too much energy into hating things. We got questions to answer and hair to be curled. You can just tell that I have no eyelashes left. The fact that I literally have 3 eyelashes left on this eye. No. You're lying. Oh, it's just the cold foam dripping. I thought like a fly or something went in there. Do you like my Uggs? I just got them 20 seconds ago. First, I'm just gonna start with my hair so then I can take breaks in between and then answer your questions and do it at the same time. Because I think I'm gonna want my hair curled for the rest of the week, because Jenna is coming from Minnesota to hang out with me here in Nashville. We're actually probably not gonna spend very much time in Nashville because on Thursday we're driving to North Carolina to see the Pretty Place Chapel, which I am so freaking excited. I feel like I should put on a little bit of makeup because I do look dead. Nah, it's Halloween, it's fine. It's my costume. I'll see you in like literally 20 minutes because it's gonna take that long. I literally can't figure out the exposure of this camera. I don't know how to work this camera. The security that I used to have in me. Ow, what? Ow, what? I just burnt my ear. You wanna know something? Probably one of my favorite features about myself is my ears. I love my ears. This drink doesn't even look good anymore. Yep, I'm enjoying this. I really like this. I'm not gonna do it perfectly. For the most part, I'm not doing anything today. I get my extensions from Foxy Locks. Foxy Locks, if you're seeing the way I'm brushing these, I promise you, I can't tell a lie. I don't take care of them very well. It's just crazy how the brain actually learns things. I've been working on the violin, you guys. I've been practicing on my violin. And if I do say so myself, I'm really freaking good. I'm not gonna lie again. I can't lie to you guys. I am horrible at playing the violin. I was good when I was little. Like, I actually knew how to read sheet music for violin. Now, not so much. That's fine. Oh, shh. Not today. You guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have tried to fix it. I've tried. And I can't fix the beeping. I can't do it. Because I'm not 9 feet tall. I can't reach the ceiling. I can't get up there. And even one of you guys DM'd me on Instagram and had your husband take down your guys' fire alarm thing, because I have 2 beeps. One's for my security and then one that just started, which is my fire alarm, and the fire alarm one is so obnoxiously loud. At least when I'm live, like, you guys can bully me and I have something to be entertained by, but I'm really just sitting here alone. You know, I don't remember the last time I looked into the lens, so I'm sorry if that annoys you, but it's gonna annoy me while I'm editing. You know, I was live a couple days ago and somebody was like, are you cross-eyed? I said, sometimes. The news just said something about Dolly Parton. Did she die? We can't handle this right now. No, she's definitely alive and well. I still have not gone to any questions, and I fully said that this was gonna be a Q&A. It will be. I promise. Okay. I have text messages because I'm just so popular. Literally, it's one of the text messages is from somebody that I have an interview with to be a nanny. I love children. I love kids so much. Oh, just replying to Foxy Locks. I love them. And Altered State. Literally, Altered State and Foxy Locks, I don't know what I would do with them, without them. I genuinely don't know what I would do. So good. Anyway, my phone, like, considering my job is on my phone and like on technology, I've not been on my phone. So when I am on my phone, there's just so much, and it makes me, because like I'll open it and it's like, why do I have 17 messages? I used to never be that way. I literally, if I see a notification, I get rid of it. I either answer or I delete it because I don't. First question is, have you always been a believer? I would love to believe, but I just can't seem to. No, I did not believe in God. I always wanted to, and I went to a Catholic high school, and just the way people treated me kind of turned me away from God, because it's like some of the most judgmental people I've ever met, and it made me really sad. But I knew that, like, I just burned my ear again. Literally, I'm gonna have no ear by the time I'm done with this, because for the most part, I'm doing this blind. But no, I didn't always believe in God, and the thing that I realized was that I was always putting other things in the center of my universe. When I was single, I was putting, honestly, the party life in the place of God. Then when I wasn't single, I was putting a man in the center of my universe. And as soon as there were no distractions and there was nothing could come between my relationship with God, is when it was pain. It was pain that I've never really felt before that helped me turn to him. And as much as I wanted to have a relationship with the Lord, I couldn't figure it out. And once I did, it was like, he needs to be the center of everything you do in every relationship that you have. Friendships, family, relationships, because the second that you put him in the center of anything you do daily, you're gonna see how much stronger and how better, I don't know how to say what I'm thinking. You are better led in your day-to-day life when you put him first. So if you're talking to friends, they start talking about unholy things. It's like, as soon as I felt conviction for looking at girls negatively because I was insecure, it's like, it's where it's like, ow, whoa, ow, literally ow. It's an unexplainable experience, really. I can't help you, but I'll sit with you and I'll talk to you and I'll listen to you and I'll do the best I can to help you trust God's plan. Literally, I'm terrified. I'm gonna burn my ear again. I just know it. Can you write a book, please? No, I failed English. It will literally just be a big block of text. If that's what you want, I can do that. Other than that, no, I can't do that. I cannot do that for you, sorry. I don't even know I included that, because like I already knew. I was like, no, I'm not gonna write a book. Cut to me releasing a book. Next question. What advice would you give yourself at 16 years old? Lead your life with love. Nothing bad is going to happen if you lead your life with love, and Jesus is love. So when I found God, it made it that much easier to look at anything that's happening in your life, a girl being mean to you, a breakup, anything that could go wrong in your life that you feel like is going wrong in your life. When you put your life in the hands of God, it's like he's love. So if you're really truly wanting to live a life of fulfillment, turn to love. I mean, I've gone through a lot of growth in the last month, and I wish I would have understood some of these concepts a little bit more, but we can't turn back time, you know? All you can do is grow and move on. My advice to 16-year-old me is to understand to not put expectations on anybody, because then you're setting yourself up to get disappointed. Nothing in your life is permanent. No event, no person, no nothing except for you and your relationship with the Lord. So if you lead your life with love and be a positive person in everybody's life, there's nothing bad that could happen. Not putting expectations on external things and then approaching life with love, you are setting yourself up for success. And I wish I would have known that years ago, but I didn't, but I do now. And that's why I'm so excited for who I am becoming at this point in my life, because I'm gonna be a better sister, a better mentor, a better girlfriend, a better wife, a better mother because of all of that. You gotta allow yourself to recognize where you've gone wrong, but don't dwell on it. Literally see it and just move on. Next question. Where do you get your confidence from? That's crazy that you guys always say that, because for the most part, I fake it the majority of the time. But the more you fake something, the more likely it's gonna become a reality. Confidence alone comes from, for me, my confidence has come from God, because I lost my confidence. I lost so much security in who I was because I lost my individuality. Ever since I was little, I've always been known for my confidence, and I've never really gotten it, because it's like I've laid in bed crying about not looking a certain way or not feeling a certain way, and it took a toll on my confidence very, very often. But once you realize that you as a person were put on this earth to serve a purpose, and you're putting other things in your life at risk of not working. If you regain and take control of your confidence in you as a person, you're going to see such a positive impact in ways that you would have never expected. Going into a job interview, imagine if you go in there and you're just not sure about yourself. If you're not sure about you, then they're not gonna be sure about you. Going into a relationship, if you're not sure about you, then they're not gonna be sure about you. You need to find that confidence in yourself. I lost it. Before God was in my life, I looked at all of the motivational videos, all of the motivational quotes. My brain was the thing that was giving me the confidence. But once you lose it, and it's like, who am I now? For me, I'm not gonna say for everybody, because not everybody believes in God, but for me, the thing that led me back to my confidence was knowing that God made me who I am for a reason, and my purpose is not gonna be able to be duplicated. So embrace who you are, because nobody else will be able to duplicate you. And the second that you kind of take ownership of who you are again, your confidence comes. And you'll see how much positive impact having strong confidence in yourself is going to bring light to everything else in your life, including your friends, family, relationships. And the relationship that you have with God is going to be enriched also. If you just love yourself enough to allow the world to see how amazing you are. What if I just started crying? I cannot afford that. My eyelashes are literally gone. This was so sweet. I had so many of you guys reach out, because there are a lot of you guys going through difficult times in your life. And somebody said, you're such a shining light going through a difficult time mentally, and you give me hope. I just want to talk about the word hope, because I saw a sign in high school. There was a sign that said hope, and then each one of the letters of the word stood for like, hold on, pain ends. And I've never forgotten that sign. And I think about that all the time when people are like, just have hope. And it's like, absolutely, it's true. Like, you feel like you are going through such a difficult time in your life, and mentally you can't handle something, and you feel like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. And when you really, really think about it, like, have hope. Because I'm telling you right now, God does not put pain in your life for no reason. It's going to be for something, whether that be a lesson, and you needed that pain in order to let it have an impression on your heart. It is not a bad thing. You learn so much from it. And it was a very sweet comment. And for people to still say like, you're such a light, it's like, that's all Jesus. Because without him right now, I don't know what I would be doing. But allowing God kind of into your heart, it brings a light and hope and faith and a spirit into your soul that helps you get through anything. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. So, how to leave a relationship that you feel stuck in. Life is so short, too short. And you know what? Whether that relationship is gonna be done forever or not, you need to just take a step back and realize that without you being mentally there, you can't be there for them. So it's hard, and as little advice that I can give you when it comes to something so difficult, you gotta just do it. Make it happen. Take a step back, and that person is supposed to be in your life. God will put him back in your life. If you're not happy in it, and if you don't even want that anymore, that time of separation is either gonna tell you how much you need that person in your life, or it's gonna tell you that that person was just a lesson and now you know what you don't want in a relationship. Reflect, heal places that you feel like you need to heal, and in time of separation, it's going to give you more clarity, and that's all you can do. But like I said, life is short. Do not waste it being unhappy. There's no reason for it to put yourself through any type of suffering when God is handling that. He's gonna give you pain, and he's gonna give you time of separation, seasons of separation. He's got your plan. Now, you just need to allow him to do that. And if you're not feeling happy, then you need to back off. Back off of the relationship, back off of that job, back off of anything. Take a step back, reflect, and see if that's even what you're supposed to be doing in life, no matter what it is. I know you asked about a relationship, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, if you're not happy, time alone is going to give you so much clarity. Devotional recommendations, you guys. I love my devotional. So actually, Tucker gave me my devotional. I've seen it at Hobby Lobby if you wanted to go there and get it, but I love this devotional. This is her. Next question. What made you make the change to follow in your faith? Pain. Jesus is supposed to be the cornerstone of your life. That is where you're gonna find all of your strength, and experiencing pain, experiencing hardship, he stepped into my life when I needed him most. And I wish I had answers for people that are like, I want to have a relationship with him. What made you follow him? I didn't choose to. He did. He found me when I needed him. Next question. What are you most looking forward to in your future? I answered this on my Instagram. I don't want to look forward to anything. I want to look at life day by day and be grateful that I was given another day. If I have to look forward to anything, it is the next day I'm given, because nothing is promised in life. Moving on to the next question. I'm new to Nashville and only 20. How would you suggest finding friends? I'm kind of lonely. Stay lonely. Being alone is a gift. Don't let anybody in your life, including friends, that not cater to the plan that God has given. Protect your peace, and the best way to do that is staying separate. I get that it's difficult and you see everybody else having such a good time, but in Nashville, these people at the bars are not happy. It gives you perfect opportunity to stay in that lonely feeling, to get more and more comfortable in it. But friends will come. Try to plug yourself into the community in healthy ways. I would not suggest meeting people at the bars. If you want to have a fulfilling life, find friends with similar interests. That would be my best advice to you. But what do I know? You're asking me for advice. I'm not a therapist. I'm just telling you what I do. Next question. Listening to you makes me feel like I'm not alone. I forgot what some of these questions were. I got a lot of comments like this through the questions on my Instagram story. I do want you guys to know that you do always have me, and I do see you guys. I see, when I looked up to YouTubers, certain YouTubers, and then I gained just as many followers as them, I realized that they were actually just ignoring me. You don't get that many messages. Unless you're replying to every single DM, your socials, they're not that cluttered to the point that you cannot just acknowledge when somebody might need a little bit of advice. You're somebody who has a platform for a reason. It's not for people to know you. It's for you to live out your purpose and be there for people. I'm not gonna lie, it does become heavy on my heart when I see so many of you guys going through really difficult times of men cheating on you guys, or your parents are going through a divorce, or you're having a really hard time getting through school, or girls are just being mean and you're having a hard time finding friends. Find happiness within yourself, because trying to find happiness and security in anything other than yourself is really dangerous. You're gonna lose yourself. And like I already said, God made you a certain way for a reason. And obviously I can be there for people as much as I possibly can, but I just want you guys to know that I do see you, and I do recognize those of you who support me every single day, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of you. So I ended up going live and doing my hair. You guys were mean. I forget. Let me get a question. What would you say is your strength and weakness? Love you so much. I love you too, Taylor. I think my strength is the way I love. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve. When I truly feel like my heart is back to where I am happy, it's even more prevalent that my strength, it's the way I love. And I lost sight of that because of insecurity and fear. Now that I've found myself again, I would say that that is my biggest strength. A weakness, the way I communicate sometimes, especially when my emotions are triggered, and then when a problem arises, I tend to want to fix it right away, when sometimes that anxiety is just, if you just take a step back and let God work on the problem, you'll realize that some problems aren't even problems. Hi. I'm filming a YouTube video.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Hi.
Why'd you call me? No. I'm sorry. Do you want to see my Uggs?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, there's no snow there. Okay, love you.
Love you, bye. How do you handle being so open-minded as a woman of faith? I struggle with judgment. Because I wasn't a woman of faith at one point. I've seen it on both ends, and having an open mind is only gonna open up opportunities for you. And it's awesome that you're recognizing it, but it's never too late to fix it. Healing has to start with acceptance and forgiveness, whether it be of yourself or the other person. Don't be too hard on yourself. Reflect, give yourself space, and you'll get clarity. Why did you move to Tennessee? The main reason why I moved to Tennessee was I just needed something different than Minnesota. That I want my family to be raised in Tennessee. I want to buy property and get a horse or two. I don't know. I just love it. Y'all gotta know, tight curls or loose. I have more confidence when I have my hair curly. I like them both. I don't really care. What is something most people value that you don't? That's a really loaded question. I think people value the party scene. People are putting their money into alcohol and drugs, and obviously that's not the entire world, and obviously most people do not value that, but here in Nashville, big party city, and I think that that would probably be my first answer if I couldn't sit and think about it. As I've said before, I've lived both sides, living a life with faith and not with faith. Something that a lot of people value, lust. I don't value that, and I used to. That used to be really big part of relationships to me, but I don't anymore. My heart has changed, and I think there's other ways to be intimate that are more fulfilling. Very proudly, I'll say I don't want to value lust in a relationship or anything like that. How much filler have you gotten in lips? What do you ask for? Like, I literally was just like, I just want to fill up my top lip so then it matched my bottom, because my bottom is very full naturally. But I think there's like 1.5 syringes, but that was over a year ago. So I would be like, obviously there's still a little bit left, but barely. I want to get a little bit more. So the next question. It's a hard one to answer because, okay, why the breakup? You seemed so happy and in love. I was. And the only thing I want to say breakups are awesome. They teach you a lot about yourself. You also got to understand that nothing is permanent. No matter how much you think it is, and no matter how much you want to believe they are, they're not. When you don't really have that strong of a relationship with the Lord, it's difficult to always put him first and kind of put your insecurities on a back burner and kind of change your whole perspective on life, because you're living a completely different life when you're living with God. I will say that I was very happy and very in love. A big part of maturing is realizing that if somebody falls out of love with you, that's okay. That doesn't take away from your worth and your value as a person. You gotta just thank breakups for giving you so much time alone, because spending time alone gives you a lot of clarity and it gives you a lot of time and reflection. I want the best for him, whether that be me or not. The best and only thing that you can do for yourself is to love yourself, find yourself, and realize that God has a plan. And if he sees that you're starting to pick paths that don't suit his plan, he's going to give you time of separation. So I was happy. Obviously relationships take work, but I was happy and I was in love. Moving on, what's your opinion on friend groups? I don't like them. I don't think your goals should ever be, I need as many friends as possible to feel value. That if you feel like you need a really big friend group to be happy, then you're going down a wrong way of living. There's nothing wrong with being alone and having a couple good friends that you can talk to when you need to. But I don't like friend groups where people are like, we're gonna be a friend group and we're gonna be there for each other, because for the most part, I feel like they'll fail eventually. People are gonna sit and talk bad about each other, and then they're gonna backstab each other with boy situations, job situation, I don't know, just it can get messy, and especially with girlfriend groups, it's a lot of drama, and it's just not my type of ordeal that I would like to be a part of. Would you consider getting permanent extensions again? No, I would not. No, because I want my hair to get healthy. Very clearly, I like to express myself with my hair. So I like having options as to what I do with it, but when it's permanent, then I'm kind of stuck with doing long hairstyles and stuff, and I don't want to be limited. So no, I don't think I would do permanent extensions again. What's the most memorable thing you have done since living in Tennessee? Going to church. The first time I walked into the church that I go to, I'll never forget it. Even though I couldn't quite figure out my relationship with the Lord, walking into the house that I did, it was like a sense of calmness. And every time I really started to turn to God, I've always felt that in a way that it's very unexplainable. That would probably be my most memorable thing that I will never forget, is the church that I found. Advice on how to be independent. At the end of the day, life is too short to depend on anybody other than yourself. Because the second you start to depend on somebody else for anything, for your happiness, for security, for anything, you're now bound, and you have no emotional freedom, no spiritual freedom, financial freedom. More independence you have, the more you're gonna get out of life. And I'm not saying be single for the rest of your life or don't turn to your friends for whatever. It's just, I'm saying that the more independent you are, I feel like the more you're gonna get out of life, because you're not being held back by anything. What's the most beautiful trait a person can have? The most beautiful trait somebody could have is the ability to love. Whenever I've met somebody who just loves life and loves the world and loves people and loves God. I met a woman, and just her spirit was so contagious, and she's a very beautiful woman physically, but the way she just loves the world was so inspiring to see somebody rather turn to hateful things. And I mean, I'll go live and people will say some of the most horrible things to me. They have no idea who I am. They have no idea what I'm going through. They have no idea what I think that would probably be the thing that I notice most in people. Tucker's mom, she is just, them two have really shown me how effective love is, rather than living life with any type of hatred in your heart, which you shouldn't, because there's no reason for it. Life is too short. I guess that could be like the overall theme of this video. Life is so short. Take your confidence back, take your independence back, and really, really understand that this world really is not as bad. Once you focus on all the bad will continue to come. Once you kind of change your perspective on this life and the world that we live in, and plug God to all of the negative, take out the negative and plug God into it. Plug him into the equation and you're gonna realize how much more positive your life is. Okay, I've successfully cried in front of all, no, actually, I'd probably edit all of that out. I still wanna be real with you guys. My heart is very content. I cannot just create a story, or my face literally tells everybody exactly how I'm feeling, so there's no point in saying, oh, I'm fine, I'm perfect, I'm great, like, because you guys can see, you guys have brains and hearts, so I wouldn't say that I am just thrilled with everything that's going on in my life, but I am thankful and I'm grateful, and I was given another day along with you guys, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, trusting God and loving him every day, and love the people in your life. Hold them close to you, because you never know. The chance you get, hug the people in your life. You never know if it'll be your last. Gosh. I'm about to start my period. I promise I'm not, okay, I am emotional, but I'm literally days away from my period, so I'm a little bit more emotional than normal. Anywho, I hope that you guys go about your life with love. Love as much as possible. I love you guys so much, and I pray that you all have enriched, fulfilling lives. And I don't know when the next time I'm gonna make a video is. Just don't take any day for granted. Take care of yourself. Take care of your relationships and spread his word. I love you guys so much. Bye.